What's up, guys? Welcome back to Triple Point Charts.
What's up, gang? What's up?
Buzz, buzz.
Buzz, buzz. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys noticed, but on our last video, we said we're going to be doing daily uploads. And then that was like this is like the longest time we haven't posted a video in like a month or two. Um,
Yeah,
but we live in Florida, and Kenny lives in an area that was extremely affected by hurricane, whatever the name. What was it? Ivan, Ian,
that's disrespectful, man. It's Ian.
Ian. Hey, I lost power too. Shit.
I'm just kidding.
uh, yeah, but Hurricane Ian came through, knocked all our power out, and we just we were like, you know what? It's time to take care of the family. Fuck the market. Fuck the podcast. So we love all you guys, but we love our family a lot more. So we wanted to take some time off and dedicate it to them. Um,
Yeah,
but welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. Um, Kenny is alive and well. His family made it through it just fine. So I'm happy about that. I was worried about old Fort Myers there for a little while, and uh, you know, there was a lot of bad shit that happened. So if you guys are out there and you do, you can find like there's a lot of like canned food drives and different organizations you can donate to that will help that out. We really encourage you to because there is a lot of needs down in South Florida right now because of Hurricane Ian.
yeah.
Yeah,
This year, next year it'll be another hurricane, such
yeah,
and such.
yeah. So if you don't feel like donating this year, just donate
Just,
next year.
just donate next year. You know.
Yeah,
Uh, but yeah, it was pretty. Luckily, I wasn't in the storm. I was up in Washington State, and but then I
yeah.
got stuck. But then I got stuck there. Yeah, and let
How
me
was
tell you.
that?
It was good. Uh, but being around a 2 year old and I don't know how you do four kids, dude. I have no fucking idea how you do four kids.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. Today was a rough one too for me, like with the four kid deal. It was a difficult day. So
Yeah,
yeah,
like there was three adults and two kids, so I can't imagine four on two with
4 on 2,
with
baby.
yeah. But yeah, it was I mean, I enjoyed it. It was nice. The weather was gorgeous. Pretty
Yeah.
much outside every day.
Was it
So
raining every day?
no, no, it was nice. Pretty much, it only rained one day. In the summertime, the summers are nice and see, yeah, that area.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's when I went to Washington State. Was I believe it was during the summer. And it
yeah,
was it was mint. Holy shit! Like I was like, Jaden still talks about it. My oldest son, he still talks about that's where he wants to move. Is Washington State.
yeah. I
Yeah,
love it out there. I
yeah.
absolutely love it.
That's a
Yeah.
long ass flight too.
Uh,
I guess not compared to Hawaii.
no, I mean it was actually longer for us to get out there because we had two layovers,
Oh
and then
yeah, that's
our
right.
our flight was delayed, like 2 hours. We didn't think we were gonna make our next flight. It was crazy. Like we
Yeah.
thought we were gonna be stuck in Vegas. Yeah,
In case
but
anybody was wondering.
yeah, yeah, just in case. Um, but yeah, it was good, and I'm glad I was up there versus at Fort Myers,
For
and
sure. Yeah, man.
our home's good. We just got power last week and internet halfway today or something like that.
Nice.
So
Oh, so you're not running on full internet yet?
no, no, no. I mean like
Oh, halfway
halfway
through the
up.
day.
Yeah, halfway through the day.
Gotcha. I
Sorry.
figured you were on like a hotspot or something.
No, no, no.
No,
I
that's
only get
awesome.
like 3 gigs for my hotspot. That would be gone like 10 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, so dude, crazy shit in the market this week.
Yeah, and
Absolutely fucking crazy.
it's definitely been interesting, but it's as best as I can. I've been trying to like anytime you tell me what's going on, I'm just like, what the heck?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I listeners, I just gotta, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And this week I won every freaking time. I knew last Friday, so 7 days ago, I knew I was gonna win every day this week.
Hmm.
I knew it. So Friday, I entered, which I never hold options over the weekends. Just not my thing. I just worry about it. So I took call options. I loaded up pretty heavily on call options on Friday. And I really based it all off of the UN speaking to the Fed, things like that. So when the UN asked the Fed to kind of slow down inflation, I knew that people were going to be hopeful, for the interim.
Hmm.
Um, so I took some pretty big calls on SPY. Um, I honestly can't remember which ones those were on Monday, but I got like 116% profit on the first one. Then it was like 82% profit on the second one on Monday. So Monday just boosted me. I was feeling great. Um, and it did exactly what I thought it was going to do. Bunch of hope poured in the market and shot these prices up. So I closed them out Monday. Tuesday, I didn't trade at all because I didn't know what was going to happen. I'm like, I really don't want to get aggressive in any direction yet because I don't know if it's going to keep pumping. I don't know if it's going to just dump down. So my idea was I'm going to wait until I hear something from the Fed, or at least start hearing the speculation about what's going to happen with the Fed. So the UN, they said, "Hey, man, stop raising, interest rates so quickly. You're collapsing global markets." So everybody was like, "Oh shit, they're obviously going to listen." Um, so that poured in hope. Then the market jumped. I'm trying to recap it in my head, like day by day. So then Tuesday didn't trade. Wednesday I traded a little bit. I think I got like a 20 or 30% trade. I didn't go aggressive. And then Thursday, when I started hearing rumors about the Fed starting to say that they're going to stick to their guns on the interest rate hikes. Um, then I loaded up all day Thursday. Thursday, all day Thursday, which was yesterday. Every time the SPY would spike up, I just bought another put contract, and then it would go down. I'd be in the profit, and then it would reverse, and I'd be down like $200. Boom, I bought another contract, and I leveraged myself into it was like four contracts, and um I got an average of $1.41 per contract. I'm going to be very transparent on this one because I fucking won hard. I averaged in at $1.41 per contract. Ended up getting four of them, so that was like $556 total. Those contracts today at end of day were worth $747 a piece. Um, I didn't. I did not write it down to 747. I wrote it down to about $4 a contract, and I ripped them. I ripped them all. Like I was like, you know what, dude? Like I'm good. Like I'm good. Like I don't want to get greedy and have a turnaround happen. But now I don't know what's going to happen next week.
Yeah.
I've got no idea. No
Fridays
clue.
are always the worst days too. Like,
Yeah,
man, you should have stuck to your guns.
I know, dude. I even had my local bartender. He trades stock as well. Damon, shout out to you, Damon. He texted me at 11 o'clock and said, "Please God, tell me you still have these contracts." And I was like, "Yup." He's like, "You're the fucking man." Yeah. So it was tight as fuck, bro. Like, and I just read it like a book. And I had this. I was telling Kenny earlier. I had this idea, and it might be very simple to you guys, but it just kind of it it was really in action this week. So we had these huge run ups in the beginning of the week, right? Um, and all that run up was just the hope that the Fed was going to slow it down. So all I traded off of was I guess it was a speculative trade, right? Is that what they would call it?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. So I knew what the other I knew what the other side was going to think. Like, oh yeah,
Hmm.
let's fucking run it up. So that I did have some levels that I traded this week. And I will admit that um, I I didn't I wasn't bearish enough um, in my analysis. I had a low of 369 on SPY, and it went all the way down to 362 today. So that was, that's where I kind of got out. I didn't get out at 369. I believe I got out at 364, somewhere in that range. But yeah, when I woke up this morning, I was like, holy shit. I was fucking trying to click it as fast as I could, because when that market turned on and it was bled like 3% already, I was so happy.
Yeah.
Um, but the epiphany I got, I'm not trying to jump all over the place.
No,
I'm
you're
looking at
good.
this chart. The epiphany I had was um, the riding the waves. So it was just this week I really practiced being patient and averaging myself in properly. And but sometimes when I do that, I get scared because the overall movement is still happening, but like these little intraday movements scare the shit out of me. So like
Yeah.
when I bought those contracts, normally I would have bought one and then sold it just as it turned around, but I just started leveraging myself in because I was so confident on the sentiment for the next day.
Yeah.
And I, I don't know. I guess I learned something this week because normally I don't average in. I just buy X amount of contracts, write it down to that support line, and then sell. And I'm famous for cutting my trades too early. So instead of cutting them early this week, I had the overall sentiment in my mind that shit is gonna go down, like it's gonna end down. So instead of
Hmm.
panicking this week on those pump ups, I just averaged in and I just stuck to the overall sentiment, and I won. Like I really
Yeah.
won, and I won all week. I think I ended the week just under like 400% up, because I did have one bad trade, but it wasn't. I mean, it would have worked out eventually. I just cut it early. I was like, no, I'm gonna stick to a different plan. So I had one bad trade that I lost like 60% on, but it was only a one contract trade.
Yeah.
So I ended the week at like just just over 400%, something like that.
Hmm.
I was stoked, man. But going into next week, I'm gonna try to um I'm gonna try to figure first before I trade. I'm gonna try to figure out the overall sentiment for like the next day or two, and then throughout the day, I'm just gonna continue on that sentiment path. Like when I have a spike up, I'm gonna take the opportunity to just kind of leverage myself in. I mean, maybe I am down in the moment, but overall, if you're confident in what it's going to do the next day or until the Fed speaks again, don't get spooked. I mean, don't trade how you want to. This isn't financial advice at all. But what I'm saying is most of the time I cut my trade short, and most of the time I'm right. So those two things together are very annoying. So
Yeah.
moving forward, I'm gonna try to lock in. I got the technicals down, but usually I don't have the emotional part down. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
work on locking in that emotional sentiment that I feel, and just fucking I'm gonna I'm gonna hammer it until it's right. I feel like next week, like whatever.
Maybe have that price in mind, like, say when it hits this. Do you do that?
So this week what I did, and another really cool thing. So when I averaged in, I was averaging in off the 3 minute chart, and I was specifically watching the 100-day EMA.
Hmm.
And for some reason, I don't know, like I'm not knowledgeable enough if that's like a very well known thing, but 3 minute chart, 100-day EMA, it just seemed like that was like the tell all week. If the movement couldn't break that 100-day EMA on the 3 minute, that's when I would buy. As soon as I didn't see the break and it looked as if it was going to be the resistance,
Yeah.
I bought. That's how I averaged in off the 3 minute 100-day EMA.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
posted
whenever
that in
you
the Discord too, and nobody replied to me. I was like, okay.
but when you do like buy, do you already have your sell price?
In mind,
Like,
yes.
yeah. So
Yeah.
maybe just having the conviction to stick to that
Definitely.
instead of
Yeah.
letting just think, I know I told myself this price. Like
Yeah.
if you're already halfway to you being right, why not see if you're fully right? You know?
True. Yeah. That's true. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
the and today I even told Damon last night because I was at the bar with him. I had my laptop up there charting and everything, and he was like, "Bro, you fucking got this tomorrow." And I was like, "Yeah." So what I'll do is I was like talking all crazy. Like, what I'll do is, if I'm really right in the morning, I might sell one contract to cover my initial investment and let the other three ride.
yeah,
Bro, as soon as I saw $4 a contract, I'm like, what the fuck it? Let's sell.
yeah, yeah,
Which I shouldn't have because if I'd have let one contract ride, that bitch would have went to $700 a contract.
yeah.
But
Hmm.
that'll be in my mind for next week. You know,
Maybe next time, just take back what your
put
call.
in.
Like,
Yeah,
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 just
for
do
sure.
that, and
But I
let's.
wanted I wanted to win. I didn't want to break even. I wanted to win.
Yeah,
You know,
and you
and
would have won, and you would
yeah,
have won.
I would have freaking really won. Yeah, and even I told Deja today because I woke up and I'll be completely honest. Here's why I freaked. I woke up and she's gone, and I left my laptop in the car, and she's gone. I woke up. I'm
Oh,
like, all right, where's my laptop? Where the hell's my laptop? And I call her. She's like, hey, what's up? And she's, oh, I'm at the store. I'm about to start checking out. I'm like, you have my laptop in the car. She's like, oh, shoot. Well, maybe you should communicate things better. Oh, God. I was like, don't do this to me. So I'm on my phone. I'm trying to make smart decisions off my phone. And I started to freak. So by
yeah.
the time it got to a position that I was comfortable with taking profits in, I took them.
Should have pulled out that Trading View app.
I did.
Oh,
I
I
did,
hate
but
getting on that thing. I hate getting on
oh,
that thing.
it's disgusting, man. Like, I mean, it's
It's
helpful for sure
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I
in a
mean
pinch.
it's literally everything Trading View is in a app. Like,
Yeah.
it is a good app, but I mean it's still your phone. You're using your phone to chart.
Yeah. I feel like trading view on a tablet would be pretty cool.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That would be pretty cool
Yeah.
because you have more. Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Like using the stylist and all that. I feel like that would be tight.
Yeah,
I've
I
never done
definitely
that
agree
before. But
because you could just.
do you have any thoughts on what's going to happen next week? Like do we still bleed? Cuz we totally ate up all that hope. Like we ate it all back up today. It's now we're
Yeah,
back to
I
no
think
hope.
I think we bleed slow. I think it'd be really almost sideways.
Okay.
Almost sideways. Like that's like if it goes down, it's gonna go down over 2 weeks, 5%. Something like that.
I'm the exact opposite. I think it's going to go up slow.
I mean, either or,
but but
but
like creeping slow. Like it's just like I would
yeah,
agree. Like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
gonna it ain't gonna do shit next week. I feel like
yeah, yeah. I would argue it's gonna go up. You're
just
right.
because we
That's
already
what
know
the
where the bottom was when we had
well,
this idea.
yeah. And whenever there's not really any bad news facing,
Yeah.
like something crazy, like we're just
Yep.
waiting on Fed hikes.
Yeah, and I mean they say we got two more coming this year, and they expect 125 basis points raised by the end of the year. So I mean, you can kind of see what they're pointing at.
Yeah, yeah, I know, dude. I don't know. It's scary. I'm
It's
scared,
super
Sammy.
scary.
Like, not even well, not even just that. Like, it's just a bunch of different things going on. Look at the
Definitely, yeah.
Russia Ukraine's getting more intense.
Dude, my dad called me and he was like, "Hey, so is it true that the Putin's talking about really hitting us with a nuke?" I was like,
That's
I don't think so."
it's not necessarily hitting us with a nuke. It's him trying to see if he can get away with using a what they call a tactical nuke. It's a nuke nonetheless, but it's like smaller. so it's not like devastating like the two atom bombs from World War II. It's more so to just kind of break up. If if I had to guess, it's more so just to break up whatever posture Ukraine has and just pummel through them. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Because right now they seem to be organized. Ukraine seems to be organized, so I think I'm just tired of this. Let's drop a nuke so everyone freaks out and just pummel through them and
Yeah.
take over. But then the question is, it's still a nuke, you know?
Yeah.
So,
And you can't do that.
and you shouldn't do that. You can.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you
Yeah, you
can do
can.
it.
You shouldn't do that though.
You shouldn't. Like
Yeah.
according to like if he did that, the whole world would be against him at that point, right?
I don't. I honestly don't think so. I think it'd be a lot like. Oh man, I just had it in my head. I think it would be a lot like just the major countries. I mean, think about the like I mean Russia, China, Iran. Um, I think India would try and stay as neutral as possible, just because there's a lot of like other people who would just be like, "Not my dog, not my fight,"
Yeah.
type
Yeah.
situation. Like most of the world would probably be like, "Not my dog, not my fight," you know. Like,
Oh God. We're not gonna be like that for sure.
no, we wouldn't. I honestly was arguing. I was like, I think the best case, if a nuke was to be dropped, I said the best case scenario would be, I think it would be the nuke being dropped on us not dropping a nuke, and us just getting NATO and everyone together, like all these countries, and just plummeting through the country like nothing, because all the forces, and at that point it would set a precedent. I think that I don't know. I think it would just if you stick to your morals and values, it almost sets a precedence when you win, like that this
Yeah.
is for humanity type
Sure.
situation.
Yeah.
But
Ugh. I hope I man, I hope he does not do that shit.
no, I hope so too. I hope not either.
But the big question is, the important question is, what would the stock market do if he does it? No, I'm just kidding. I'm
I
just
think we
kidding.
all know what the stock market would do.
Yeah. Lockheed Martin to the moon.
Lockheed Martin to the moon, everything else bleeds.
Yeah. I would never trade Lockheed Martin, to be honest with you.
No, I wouldn't either. Yeah.
Not even on options. I wouldn't do it.
What about puts?
No.
Oh,
Just because something I learned this week. Well, I mean, I knew it, but I heard the old Papa John's CEO, he was on an interview with
oh, Patrick.
yes.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
And
Valuetainment.
yeah, he was talking about somebody's stock, Domino's or Papa John's or somebody. They were like, he was like, yeah, but the stock is horrible, and he was like, they don't. He basically said that like it's manipulation. Like the executives at that company want the stock to go down. He was like, why in the world would they want the stock to go down? And he said, options. I'm like, oh, dude, I never even thought about the big guys taking out options, put options on their own fucking company.
Yeah.
Like, did, did you see where Nancy Pelosi bought like 10 million shares of the company, the ticker Weed?
You hear that, guys? Nancy. No, I didn't. I didn't.
She bought it 4 days before Biden announced that. And it was up 29% in aftermarket after he announced that.
That's crazy.
I don't know how she's not under the fucking prison. I don't get it.
She will be. I mean, because this is like, when you think about it, this is the history book. Like,
Yeah.
if you're looking at it from a book, it's like, how could this woman be so like gluttonous?
Yeah.
Like, and
I
she'll get hers. Like, there's literally like
I
she's
bet
gonna
she
get
don't.
hers.
I bet she dies before she gets hers.
Okay, she might die before she gets hers, and her husband too.
But imagine
But
they seize all of her finances or something, her
I'm sure,
kids.
yeah, I'm sure there'll be something that happens. I mean, there's got like you also got to keep in mind like what's happening in the world today, cryptos. I think most of those people aren't even like they're like, oh, the U.S. is never going to lose control of the dollar.
No,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
right.
Like they're that. Most of these politicians today are that blind to what's going
Yep.
on, you know.
Damn.
So
Damn.
they're going to lose their value regardless. It's just
Yeah.
whether they get caught or they're too proud to see the where the world is headed.
Yeah. Dude, imagine that movie in 20 years, the Nancy Pelosi story.
I don't think anybody would watch that. Nobody watches a movie on a villain like that.
Dude, bro,
But that's boring. That's
case in
boring.
point, The Rise of Gru. It was one of the best-selling movies of the year.
I've never seen it, so I don't even know what that is.
It's the Despicable Me guy. The
You got a point. You got a
Huh?
point. I said you have a point.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a crazy villain, bro. He's
Yeah.
not really a villain. He's a good guy.
No, he is a good guy. He's just misunderstood.
Just misunderstood. And that's probably what Nancy is too. She's probably not even a villain. We just don't understand her.
Yeah, we just
Imagine
don't.
imagine when she dies, she's like she comes out, she's the largest philanthropist that's ever lived, and she's been like supporting whole countries, and like when she dies, all her money goes to ending world hunger instantly. She's like, I've amassed this crazy fortune, but it was all for this. And then now, boom, everybody, there's no more world hunger.
Yeah.
That's probably what she's doing.
Yeah, it probably is.
That needs to
I'm
be
with
the title. That needs to be the title of this one. Nancy Pelosi, uh,
saves the world
Christ, Nancy Pelosi, demonic or Messiah.
or savior.
Yeah. Long live Pelosi.
All these are great titles.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And it's
But
funny
yeah,
because
man, I'm excited for next week. I predict that I will not be too heavy on next week.
Mhm.
I think I'm going to stay pretty protected until I can see a direction.
Yeah.
Um, However, I know myself. I'm going to get in and scalp a little bit, and I'm probably going to keep the same scenario I did this week. I'm going to enter off of the 3 minute chart while watching the 100-day EMA. I think that's
Yeah.
it's kind of my move right now. I mean, and overall, I switched up my EMAs too a little bit.
Hmm.
On the 15 minute, I'm now doing 5 and 9, and that seems to work really well for me.
Yeah.
Um, so that's like I'm identifying like overall direction on the 15, and then I'm getting best possible entry on the 3 using the 100-day EMA. And that's what I did this week, guys. Like you
Yeah.
can
Yeah. Yeah.
literally look at your chart. I once the 5 crossed the 9 on the 15, that was a sell signal. And then I went down to the 3 minute to get my best possible position and rocked out. And that's it was as simple as that.
All right. Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks everyone for listening. We
Yeah.
appreciate
Go
it.
go like, go comment, go subscribe, kiss your mother, go to church, register to vote, buy some Yeezys, burn some Yeezys, whatever your opinion is, just do it.
And if you feel enticed, go donate to Southwest Florida for a can drive or whatever.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
sure there's, a lot of
We'll
people
link
need a
it in
lot
the
of help.
description below. We'll pick a good one and link it in the description.
Yeah. A lot of
That way
people need
we'll
help.
get we'll get a can or two sent down there for us.
Yeah. I'll get, yeah. Next thing I know, I see the name of the organization. Samuel.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. Love you guys.
Peace.
Come and trade with me. I got all the profit that you need. Come invest with me.